Yes, guys, welcome back to what could be an exciting show. Hope everyone's doing well. Guys, we have got so much to talk about. So much to talk about. Well, we did the video yesterday. Who the mystery DM could be. Who the mystery DM could be. The fans' favourite was Zubimendi. We spoke about other people. We didn't think, no, it can't be Zubimendi. And then guess what? Guess what happened? Paul Joyce only put on Twitter this morning that, you know, Liverpool are trying to buy Martin Zubimendi. And everyone's like, nah, ain't happening, son. Einstein, Fabrizio, everybody has said it's going to look like it's going to happen. And Liverpool Football Club look like they could be getting their brand new DM in Martin Zubimendi. What we saying, people? What are we saying? Fabrizio has just retweeted. When Fabrizio usually retweets saying he's put, it usually means it's happening. Guys, Fabrizio has just literally retweeted. So that usually tells you, usually tells you something's going on. Usually tells you something's going on. Now, I hear everyone saying about he won't be able to play. He won't come to England. He's not leaving Spain. So, according to news, let's talk. According to the news today, here we go. This is from the main paper in Sociedad that cover everything Real Sociedad. I'm very reliable. Everyone's quoting them today. At Real Sociedad, they are resigned over losing the player and have it clear that Liverpool is ready to pay the £51 million release clause, which is why the ball is in Zubimendi's court. There's also news coming out today that Zubimendi wants to play in the Premier League. Zubimendi wants to play in the Premier League. His idol is Xabi Alonso. We all know where Xabi Alonso played in the Premier League. He turned down Arsenal already this summer. He weren't convinced by Arsenal. But somehow, some way, if everything's to be true, he has been convinced by Liverpool. There is so much coming out. Liverpool are very serious about Martin Zubimendi. They just want this done. Local papers in San Sebastian. So the local newspapers in San Sebastian, with the view of Martin Zubimendi leaving Liverpool, says going to Liverpool, says Real Sociedad are now increasingly resigned to losing the midfielder. They are increasingly, apparently there's rumours going around that Xabi Alonso has had a talk with Zubimendi as well, to tell him, if you go in the Premier League, you've got to go to Liverpool. Here's why, A, B, and C. This is madness. Absolute madness. There's so much going on. There's so much going on today. Ian Doyle, local reports out of Spain indicate that Martin Zubimendi will now decide if he wants to join Liverpool. Real Sociedad increasingly resigned to the fact that he's on his way out of Anfield. Absolute madness. Martin Zubimendi, I mean, guys, what are we thinking? Now, what are we thinking? Fabrizio Romano has retweeted his tweet earlier today about Liverpool win for Zubimendi, by the way, and only contracts now are in the way of talking. When Fabrizio usually does that, it means he's usually got word that the transfer is happening. That the transfer is happening. Richard Hughes, man. Richard Hughes obviously has also got He knows the agent that is working under, obviously, Zubimendi. He's very close to that agent. He's got a lot of contacts in Spain, Richard Hughes, and this is one of the reasons Liverpool apparently wanted Richard Hughes as sporting director, because of his connections, especially in Spain. This is madness. This is absolutely madness. You know, Zubimendi takes us to a different level. Him and McAllister in a double pivot. No, it's sick. It's not right. It's illegal. McAllister, Zubimendi in midfield, guys. If this happens, this better happen, right? I'm in a great mood. I just had a really good meeting, and that meeting went extremely well. And I'm going to have some amazing news for you guys as well. I'm going to have some amazing news for everyone on the channel real soon. So I just had a meeting that went extremely well. I'm in a great mood. This Zubimendi stuff has just got me super excited as well. I hope it don't turn out to be BS. Well, it ain't going to be BS. It's not going to be BS. Obviously, it's a true transfer. Now we're just oh man, I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Obviously, he's not our player yet. It's a long way from being a done deal. You know, it's a long way from getting a done deal. But Liverpool are, looking at, we said it yesterday. They're looking at a specialist DM, and this is what they're looking at. Now, do Liverpool have a backup? Do Liverpool have a backup in case Zubimendi just decides he doesn't feel like he wants to come to Liverpool? Do Liverpool have a backup where they go, right, Zubimendi said no, but we'll go for that player? As long as they got a backup, I'm all good with it. Can't just go for him and then, there's no one else available. I do not want to hear that BS this summer. This summer, I heard it last summer. I do not want to hear it this summer. I don't want to go, we tried. He just didn't want to come. And no, you got to have a backup. And I believe with Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards, if Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards were in charge of Liverpool last summer, I believe Liverpool would have got Caicedo. I'm putting that out there right now. I don't care if anyone don't want to believe it or not. If them two were in charge last summer, we would have got Caicedo. Big up Jen with the super chat. Says big up Jamie, loving the news. Big up Jen LFC in the house as always. Thank you very much for the super. Yeah, Varela could be the backup. I mean, this ain't a done deal, obviously. We're excited. We're allowed to be excited. My man Endo, yeah. My man Endo. We might be saying goodbye to Wataru Endo, guys. That might be happening as well. Lewis Steele and Ian Graham. Ian Graham? Who is it? Paul Joyce, I think. Yeah, Paul Joyce basically said today that Endo is not in Arne Slot's plans. Wataru Endo is not in Arne Slot's plans. So we'll be retiring the Japanese jersey, guys. It's hard for me to do this unless we're going by Kubo, then it goes back up. But we might be retiring the Japanese jersey for respect for Wataru Endo. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what could happen if we sell him. Guys, we've got over 220 people in the house. Please, 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 please smash that like button. Hit that fun button. It's free to do. It don't cost you a thing to do, guys. All it does, it helps channels grow on YouTube. YouTube look for likes as growth now. You know, that's what they look at. So if you're hitting that fun button, it helps all content creators on YouTube on this platform. So please hit that like button. It's free to do. Take you a second to do. And it helps us content creators out massively. So I would appreciate it, guys. Everyone if you're a moderator like Scottish Bear himself, all moderators, do your moderating. Get people hitting that like button. Get people sharing. Get people subscribing. Big up the mods in the house as well. Endo did some good things last season, so respect to him if he does go. Yeah, man. Yeah, I've got love for Endo. Everyone knows that. But yeah, the jersey. I'm American all of a sudden. Yeah, it's we had a good run, Endo. We had a good run. I believed in him in the start. I believed on him in the start. Big up Captain Sal. It's massive, man. It's massive. Be at Colin has says they have a backup trainer. The grown-ups are back at the club. The lunatics are running the asylum anymore. Yeah, the lunatics have left. The lunatics have left. What are we thinking, guys? How confident? I want to gauge a confident. Let's gauge how everyone's confidence is right here. We've got 240 people in the house. I want to gauge everyone's confidence on this transfer. If you're reading everything, you're reading everything online at the moment, or you've just heard everything I've read out to you guys, give me your confidence level out of 10. 10 being it's definitely going to happen. No doubts about that. Put your mortgage on it. 1, like it's not happening. It's a PR stunt. Give me your number in the chat. I want to gauge everyone's confidence. Where are we at? I'm at a 7 at the moment. I'm at a 7. I'm at a good 7. Give me your confidence thing out there. I've also got a news on a certain centre back that Liverpool might be looking at as well. So keep your eye. We're going to talk about that as well because there's a certain centre back that could be on his way. There's a certain centre back that I've got a lot of news on. Here we are. Got some 5s. I'm hearing it. 7s and 9, 8.5 or 4. A 9, a 5, a 5, a 9. Vic says a 2 out of 10. Won't be surprised this is a smoke screen. Just get Joe Gomez. Oh, to use Zubimendi, man, Vic. Paul says 50-50 chance. So Jay, 100% we signed it. So Jay, 100% we have signed this guy. I mean, I wish if we had already signed them up, man, I'd be doing cartwheels. 7, 7.5, a 3 from Paul, 3 from Anne, Kingsman 5, Bob 10.1, Freedom 7, Andrew 10. Captain Sellers getting confident by the tweet yet. A lot of 7s in the chat. A lot of 7s in the chat. So, a lot of 5s. Scottish Bear 4. Cassandre a 2. Cat Sunday, my man, a 2. A 2. What do I need to inform you guys? YouTube says that Ian Doyle hand slap face. What did Ian Doyle say? Let me know. What did Ian Doyle say? YouTube name. What did he say? No, if this don't happen, it don't happen. We move. Yeah, but we better have a plan B. That's all I keep saying. So if you want a little rundown, I'll give you a little rundown and maybe help your confidence a little bit more, everyone. So Liverpool have gone from needing to convince Martin Zubimendi to leave Real Sociedad to being increasingly resigned to losing him all within 4 hours. So 4 hours ago, the tweets and the comments being made by Einstein and Joyce and Fabrizio and all these people were Liverpool really need to convince the player to leave. 4 hours later, the main paper in Real Sociedad have basically said they are increasingly resigned to losing him. That's within a 4-hour spell. Zubimendi has also said, guys, that he wants to play in the Premier League. He wants to play in the Premier League, which is very interesting. He wants to play in the Premier League. His idol is Xabi Alonso. Big up Hamza. Look, let's talk sensibly. Let's have a sensible chat here. Guys, Scottish Bears telling you guys, hit them lights. Let's get them lights going. Let's get them lights going. Let's get them lights going, guys. Let's get them lights going. Any super chats, guys, are more than welcome, of course, on the channel. I will read them out. Let's be sensible here, though. Right, Zubimendi is a extremely good midfielder. He's not the DM like we'd think as a defensive midfielder. He's not that smash mouth, aggressive midfielder. He's a bit more like a Xabi Alonso type player that can sit a little deeper, let other people, play in front of him and do a bit more. But he's a controller. He's got great passing, great technique. He can defend a bit. Every player can defend a bit, but it's just not his art form. So he's a passer, man. He's a passer, and we know from Arnold Slot's talks in interviews, in press conferences, and stuff coming out from the football club, that he wants a more specialist kind of DM, a more of a playmaker, a deep lining playmaker, basically, a player that can get on the ball, move the ball around, quick passing in and out, good in small tight spaces, all that sort of stuff. And if you're looking for that kind of player, Zubimendi's that kind of player. Now, convincing him to leave Real Sociedad will be difficult. There's no two bones about it. We all agree with that. But he's probably going to leave Real Sociedad one day. He's 25 years of age now. Now, when he didn't want to leave Real Sociedad before, he was a lot younger. He's 25 years of age now. He's probably looking at it. This is the perfect time for me maybe to leave Spain, go to new adventures, go and try something else out. The Premier League is always going to be the league that he probably would leave for. It's where he's going to make the most money. He's going to get the most eyes on him. It's got the biggest fan base in world football. It's the most watched league in the world. So he's got it makes all the sense in the world, Obviously, apparently, Arsenal were in for him this summer, but he turned Arsenal down because he weren't convinced by Arsenal. Arsenal didn't convince him, apparently. I don't know what Arsenal did not to convince him, because Arsenal were in a really good place right now, playing very good football under a good young coach in Arteta. That are going places. They've got good players. They're good young players. I don't know what Arsenal did not to convince him. I don't know if Arsenal were just arrogant and just turned up and went, right, we want you. Yeah, I know. And he said, yeah, no, if you go out like that. And they turned their head. I don't know. I don't know what happened. But for some reason, he looks like he wants to maybe play for Liverpool. I don't know what Richard Hughes has said to him. I don't know. I don't. There's always more news coming out about a goalkeeper as well. I'm going to get to in a minute as well. Oh my God! And I've just got news about Bastoni as well. I don't know what the fudge is going on. But yeah. What the hell is going on? Maximilian Bear. What the pissing hell is going? I don't know what is going on. Real Sociedad said Liverpool are very serious about Zubimendi. Is thinking about it. The Real Sociedad club knows that the English are willing to pay the 60 million euros clause. It will be the player is attracted by the proposal decides. Yeah, the buyout clause is not a problem to me either, guys. The buyout clause is not a problem to me. Obviously, David Lynch has said nothing is guaranteed with Zubimendi. Let's hope they can get something over the line. I think David Lynch is a bit out in the cold on this one, to be perfectly honest. Obviously, Peter's saying Liverpool also need to convince Zubimendi to leave. This is the whole thing. Can Liverpool convince Zubimendi? Obviously, Liverpool. Whoa. La Real's director of football. Wow, what's that about? Well, okay. There's more coming, man. There's more coming. I'm just looking through it all right now. Guys. Looks like it's just about convincing him, man. It's just about convincing him. That's all it is. Big up. There's over 300 people in the chat. Make sure you're hitting that like button, subscribing, sharing, all that beautiful stuff. I'd appreciate it. If you are new around here and it's first time watching the channel, let me know in the chat so we can shout you out and welcome you to the community. Big up to everyone new if you are here. But yeah, Liverpool moving in the dark, how they used to do. Obviously, Ornstein couldn't put it out last night because there was an embargo and he couldn't mention Zubimendi's name. And today that embargo has passed and they can talk about the player that Liverpool are going for. Big up Big up Kurt in the house as well. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think they've already told Slot he needs to work with what Klopp has left in. Honcho, man. My man. What else have I got here? Hang on. Some people are sending me stuff all the time. Let me just have a quick look. People are sending me stuff all the time. Liverpool have never lost their focus on Maximilian Beer. There was always talks in recent days and weeks, but we've been told again that Beer has clearly decided to join Borussia Dortmund over other options. So Liverpool were looking at Maximilian Beer. I don't know if anyone knows him. He played for Hoffenheim. I think it's a German striker that played for Hoffenheim. So Liverpool obviously are after an attacker as well. This is mad. Yeah, I'm getting so much info coming into me at the same time here. You know, people on Twitter, people on WhatsApp, everyone's messaging me. Yeah, he's a German striker who plays for Hoffenheim. He's quite a good little player. So that means Liverpool are still looking after an attacker. Apparently, Liverpool are in talks with him. Who bloody knew? This is what I'm saying. Liverpool going back to the days of doing things behind closed doors and nothing getting taken out of there. He's another FIFA gem. Shut up, Lakers. Big up John Conway in the chat. Yeah, he's joining Dortmund now, yeah. But the fact that Liverpool were interested in another attacker, which is a bit, Liverpool obviously want players. There's this Bastoni link as well, and I'm not going to talk about the plum on Twitter who said it the other day, but I've heard from other people themselves. So the Bastoni links, apparently, Michael Edwards is a massive fan of Bastoni, and he tried to buy him when he was last at Liverpool as sporting director. He tried to buy Bastoni when he was sporting director. Michael Edwards loves Bastoni, and he thinks he's a future, and he wants him at Liverpool Football Club. That's all I know. Michael Edwards absolutely loves Bastoni. Michael Edwards tried to buy Bastoni when he was sporting director at Liverpool last time, but unfortunately, things didn't happen. Things didn't happen for either way, whatever it was. It just never went that way. It just never happened. But yeah, Bastoni, man. Interesting one. Liverpool seem to be linked with players that don't want to leave their football club or don't want to leave their country, and they're willing to try and do business with them. They're trying to do a lot of business with release clauses, which is just mad to me because everyone say Liverpool won't pay the money, Liverpool won't pay the money, Liverpool ain't going to pay this, Liverpool ain't going to pay that. Liverpool are happy to pay release clauses, which is all the money up front. We did it with Szoboszlai. Apparently, all the journalists are saying the release clause is not a problem for Liverpool to pay. They're not negotiating about it. They're willing to just pay the release clause. They know there's no negotiation about it. No, pay the release clause in installments or anything like that, which means you'd have to pay above it as well. They're just very happy to pay the £51 million, 60 million euro release clause for Zubimendi. It's crazy. It's what Liverpool do, man. Just play. We did it with Szoboszlai. We did it with McAllister. Just play release clauses, man. Let's do this. Be out Beijing in the chat. You're doing well. The Anthony Gordon stuff. I think it's going to be very difficult for Liverpool to buy Anthony Gordon this summer. Watch out for the Anthony Gordon stuff in January. That's all I'm going to say. Now, with the Zubimendi stuff, guys, we're back to the Martin Zubimendi stuff. Now, we were told Liverpool will probably go pick up their transfer activity in August because certain players are away at Copa, certain players are away at the Euros. So it's harder to do business. For me, Liverpool must have always had Martin Zubimendi in mind to be the DM that they were going to go after. Obviously, he was away at the Euros. He won the Euros with Spain. and he probably went on holiday after and just come back to the football club now in San Sebastian, and that's why this transfer is happening now, not weeks and weeks ago. So it does make sense, you know. That's why we are told to be patient. I get it. It's if they do this, if this happens, if Richard Hughes, the person that got all this people coming for him, oh, he's the Bournemouth sporting director and all this, yeah. If Richard Hughes manages to convince Zubimendi leaving Real Sociedad for Merseyside, that's madness, because no one else has been able to do it. It's not happened. Obviously, it's not happened yet. And that's why we're not getting too excited. We're just happy that it looks like we're trying to make this one happen. Will it happen? I don't know, guys. Look, I'm allowed to be excited. I know what's going to happen. People will go come back to me if this transfer don't happen. People will go come back to me and go, told you not to get too excited. Guys, why shouldn't we get excited? Why shouldn't we smile? Do you know how difficult life is in general? Life is shit at times. Life's difficult, yeah? And if we hear some good news like this, I'm going to get excited about it. If we don't manage to get the signing and it all goes wrong, it's what it is. We move. But at this moment in time, I'm happy and excited about it, man. I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it. So people want to be unhappy and like, it's up to you, but I'm happy, guys. If it fails, it fails. This is from the papers in San Sebastian. Obviously, the main paper around there that covers everything Real Sociedad. Martin Zubimendi has always admired the Premier League and wants to someday play there, and might consider following the footsteps of Xabi Alonso and joining Liverpool Football Club. I'll say that again. Zubimendi has always admired the Premier League and wants to play there, and might consider following the footsteps of his idol, Xabi Alonso, by joining Liverpool Football Club. Yeah, I get you, Knightley. I get you, man. We're all a bit cautious, and it's fine. We should be cautious because what happened with Casado and transfers before. I understand everyone's cautiousness. And when I was talking a minute, Knightley, I weren't on about you, my friend, okay? I weren't on about you. Yeah, this is all coming out from the papers in San Sebastian. Obviously, that is the area of Real Sociedad. Martin Zubimendi's idol is Xabi Alonso. I mean, Xabi Alonso, by the way, again, Xabi Alonso never wanted to leave Real Sociedad. People might not know this, but Liverpool convinced him. Rafa Benitez convinced him to join Liverpool Football Club. At that stage in his career, he didn't really want to leave Spain, and he did not want to leave Real Sociedad. He's a Basque player. Didn't really want to leave that area of the country. And Rafa Benitez actually convinced him. You know, people might forget that about Xabi Alonso. So as like 20 odd years later, have we gone whole round again and getting a player that needed a bit convincing, but we can convince him to come through. And Jen's right. Jen's right. We must have positive vibes from him to get this far. Exactly. This is the thing. Liverpool got hurt from Casado. We all know what happened with the Casado deal. The Casado deal went awful for Liverpool from a PR standpoint. We were made look stupid. Everyone was laughing at us. It was embarrassing. I can't think that Liverpool would do that again. And don't forget, Liverpool run differently now. They're run by a different sporting director, and Michael Edwards pretty much runs the club. So Liverpool must have some acknowledgement. Liverpool must have some kind of acknowledgement from Zubimendi that he is willing to join. Otherwise, you don't put this in the press. Because if you do, you go look stupid part 2. I can't take a part 2, guy. I can't take Liverpool part 2. The Casado deal now, Zubimendi. I just can't. I can't do that. I can't do that. I don't want to do any. I don't want to do a 1 a.m. stream where it pops up. Liverpool have signed Liverpool have signed Zubimendi, and then something happens 5 minutes later, and he decided he's not going to join, like the Casado stuff. I don't want to get clipped up. I don't want that to happen, man. I really don't want to happen. But if this happens, I'm going to be as happy as any Liverpool fan can be. And we're all Liverpool fans here. And we want this to happen. We love this to happen. We need this to happen. Also, at the same time, if people are being cautious and a little worried and trepidatious, then I get it, because it makes perfect sense. We've been there, we've done it, and it never happened. We don't want it to be bit twice. We have PTSD, as my man says here. We have PTSD from the Casado deal. The fat low. Dante says Sky Sports are saying Man United are getting involved in the deal. Oh, piss right off. Piss right off. Let me find that. I think Man United are going for Ederson. That's what I just saw. Big story on today's Liverpool Echo pages. Liverpool have marked Zubimendi as their first signing of the summer. Reports in Doyle. So Zubimendi's idol is Xabi Alonso. He has always been a passionate follower of the Premier League and has made no secret of the fact that he would like to try his luck one day. This is a report from Mike Reck, reporting from the local Basque outlet. So from the reporter from the local Basque outlet is saying that Zubimendi's idol is Alonso, and he's always been a passionate follower of the Premier League and has made no secret of the fact that he would like to try it there one day. And he's 25 now. He's 25. Yeah, the only Man United stuff I can find is Man United are looking at Ederson at Atlanta. And I think Liverpool are too far ahead of the deal. Hang on, what's this one say? He's quite reliable. It's madness, guys. It's absolute madness. I don't know if it's going to happen. I want it to happen. Zubimendi apparently does want to play in the Premier League. Look, let's look at it from a Zubimendi point of view. Let's look at afternoon glory. Let's have a look from a Zubimendi's point of view. Liverpool, from his point of view, he apparently likes the Premier League and one day wants to play there. He's very cautious about leaving his home country. He's from the Basque region of Spain. He's very loyal to that area. He's very loyal to Real Sociedad. But he's been a big, avid admirer of the Premier League. And he's also said one day he would like to try and play in the Premier League. Is that day now? He's 25 years of age. Previous years, when he's turned down other clubs and said, I don't want to leave Spain or I don't want to leave Real Sociedad just yet, he was a lot younger. But now at 25 years of age, you might be looking at it and thinking it's now or never. You know, if I go now, I'm going to play my best years at a big club in the Premier League. If I stay, I could be at Real Sociedad for another 2 years. Takes me to 27. And I might regret not going to the Premier League a little younger and seeing it out for myself. So if you're Zubimendi, he's got to be thinking about that as well. He's got to be thinking things like that as well. Like, he's at an age now where he might be the right age. It might be the right time for him. 25 years of age, his whole career at Real Sociedad, Basque born and bred, loves his city, loves his country, but he's a massive admirer of the Premier League. And if Liverpool can convince him of all this, to go, look, so we want you at Liverpool. We want to pair you in our midfield with Alexis McAllister. World Cup winning. Copa America Cup winning. International star. Yeah, I'm picking this up. International star. Alexis, my God, McAllister. We want to pair you up with him. We want that as our midfield. We want to play possession-based football under Arne Slot. He wants to play possession-based football. He sees you, Martin Zubimendi, as the key to play in this way. You are the key, and we are the lock. And we need you to play. We need you alongside Alexis McAllister. We need you playing alongside him. Alexis McAllister was obviously a Spanish speaker, being from Argentina. That's your pairing. That's your midfield. That's how you convince him. You got Szoboszlai in the 10 area. You got Harvey Elliott. You got Curtis Jones. You got Darwin Núñez. You got Mo Salah. You can go to him. Look, Zubimendi, Martin, listen, can I call you Martin? We're friends. If you come to Liverpool, we're not only going to pair you alongside World Cup winning legend Alexis McAllister. Yeah, I'm going too far, I know. Alexis McAllister. But what we're also going to do, you're going to have a great fullback next to you in Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's going to be whipping balls into you. You'll then go over on your right wing. You're going to have Mohamed Salah, the best right winger in world football. That's going to be your side of the pitch. That's what we're building this on. That's what we're building this on. You got players like Jota there, Darwin Núñez, Luis Diaz, Spanish-speaking players. He won't feel homesick. We've got Virgil van Dijk behind him in that centre-back area. He's going to play a big Verge. Alisson Becker in goal. He's going to have Robbo winding him up. In fact, I think we just need to take Robbo out of the team for a little while because he could ignore him. So, yeah. Let's do it. This is how you get him in the club. Do I need to be director of football? Give me the phone. I will call Martin Zubimendi up right now and put it down to him why he's got to join Liverpool Football Club. You can convince him of this. A World Cup and a European Cup champion midfield double pivot. World Cup winner, Alexis McAllister. European Cup winner, Martin Zubimendi. Double pivot for Liverpool. Sitting in front of the likes of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Alisson Becker, Kanate, Virgil van Dijk. Got Mo Salah on the right of him. Luis Diaz on the left of him. You've got Darwin and Jota through in the middle. We're going to build a team around you. You're the main reason. You are the main reason we go and win everything. Yeah. Wow. Real Sociedad are on that. Apparently, it's just coming in now. Real Sociedad now are increasingly resigned now to losing Martin Zubimendi. Just coming in now. Real Sociedad are now increasingly resigned to losing Martin Zubimendi. Wow. I mean, this is this is madness, guys. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe. Let's get the likes of 200 mods. What are we on for likes right now? What are we on for likes? There's 334 people in the house. Big up to everyone who's new around here. If you are new around here, please subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. If you are a Liverpool fan, this is a place to be. We'll bring you Liverpool transfer rumours, gossip, news, debates, match previews, match reviews, watch logs. Oh, everything Liverpool dedicated. If you want that, make sure you're subscribing to the channel, guys. I would appreciate it. We're on 201 likes. Let's keep them likes going, guys. Let's keep them likes going. Keep smashing them likes while we're live. Let's try and get to 250. We've got 324 people in the house. I see 250 likes. Come on. Let's see 250 likes. Let's see 250 likes. Let's go for it. Let's see 250 likes. Let's get my man K-Mac in here as well. He's got something to say, I believe. Big up, Lee. Happy birthday to you, man. Birthday wishes in the chat for Lee. Birthday wishes are pass the Zubi to the left-hand side. Is that going to be the song? Pass the Zubi to the left-hand side. Big up, AJ, my man. Thank you very much. Much love, much love, much love. appreciate you being on board. Welcome to the community, guys. Welcome AJ to the community. Everyone in the chat right now, mods in the chat, please welcome AJ to the community. And anyone new here today on the channel, just let me know. I'll shout you out, and we can welcome you to the community. And yeah, big up to everyone here. Appreciate it all here, guys. Let's get K-Mac in the house as well. He looks happy. Big up K-Mac.
Well, mate, we've got enough duchies in our side.
Duchies. Pass the duchy to the left. Yeah, man.
How
you feeling?
Let me give you some. Let me give you some breaking information. 2 seconds.
Go on, break away.
I'm going to read this out off the screen.
Go for it.
So this is an exclusive from. Who's the person? Where's the person? It's from Spain, by the way. It was confirmed that intermediaries making contact with Zubimendi in Liverpool, and clearly from that, Liverpool have received encouragement in pursuit of the player. Sociedad sources are shocked, as following Arsenal's failure to get him in the summer, it was believed he would be staying at San Sebastian, but that is now not guaranteed. Arsenal are an interesting subject here. It will be fascinating to see if they react to the news that Zubimendi could now be open to a move to England. If Liverpool can pull this deal off, it will be a huge sign of intent and the new regime. Now, the really interesting thing about the Zubimendi thing is, sorry, let me just come off the screen. Who's the person who's reported that from Spain? I need to find the name. The interesting news on that is Zubimendi's agent has got a really good relationship with Hughes.
Yeah, they got
his
good
name is Inacio. I think his name's Inacio or Inacio.
Yeah.
And they know each other really well. That could be the deciding factor. And another really interesting thing which people might not know about, they've already replaced him with Susic from RB Salzburg.
Yeah, I remember.
So they've already got a midfielder in because they know that they were going to lose a midfielder. And Arsenal are lowballing them for Moreno. I don't know how you spell his name. And they've only offered half the amount that he's worth. He's worth 50 million. That's how much his release clause is. And they've only offered 26. I tell you what, mate, if we swoop in and get Zubimendi, like everyone can shut the F up about FSG. Honestly, because they're not messing around. Swooping in and getting him off Arsenal, it would just be stellar.
It'd be a heck of a statement. Big up my man here. Brand new sub as well, guys. Make sure you're loving and liking.
You can't say sub anymore. You have to say Zub.
Yeah, Zub. There you go. Love as well already. Anyone else in the chat who's new here, welcome. Everyone in the community or welcome into the channel as well. So yeah, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Yeah, and this is the thing about this Zubimendi deal, as you said there. Obviously, yesterday we spoke about yesterday that David Ornstein knew the player he was talking about.
He was, didn't he?
But
he knew it was.
We had, I believe, there was an embargo. That's why he couldn't say the name. That embargo went this morning. That's why the names are coming up on Twitter now. But for Liverpool to publicly let this be out there, which they don't do a lot, they must have a lot of confidence that it's coming in, because there's nothing they want. Again, they got bad PR through the Casado thing. It made Liverpool look stupid, and it embarrassed the fans and all that sort of stuff. I don't think they must have some kind of acknowledgement of Zubimendi that he's willing to talk. They must have.
Well, I personally think, I mean, look, I didn't think we'd get Zubimendi, by the way. Like, I just didn't. I didn't think we were going to go for him. I thought we were going to go and get Varela. I genuinely thought we'd go and get Varela. Players in Portugal seem to like to move to the UK, which is fine.
Yeah.
Like, Spanish players very rarely move. the fact that this guy's got a release clause means that all we're doing is speaking to his agent and him. We're not speaking to the club. The club's got nothing to do with
No, you
the club can't
bypass
do
it,
a
don't you?
thing. Yeah, the club can't do a thing about this. So this is literally it's dotting the I's and crossing the T's. It's basically like the Zabolsai deal, where Judge talked about it. 8 hours later, we signed Dominic Zabolsai. Like, done. Like, McAllister was the same. Fabinho was the same, because like they're players that they're being dealt with behind the scenes, and then it's bang, done. I just think the really interesting one with this is that he's turned down Barcelona, he turned down Bayern Munich, Arsenal, and Manchester United. By the way, he's
so
turned
Arsenal,
down 3 big clubs.
So
well,
apparently,
two big clubs.
Arsenal were in for him this summer, apparently, and they were in for him this summer. And apparently, Zubimendi rejected Arsenal because he wasn't convinced by them. Now, that's why they turned their attention to Moreno. But as Sean says here, if we haven't spoke to the player, fold the club. Exactly. This is the thing with the Casado one. We just made a bit about talking to him. You know, Casado. I don't know if anyone read the article, because the interview Casado done 2 days ago talking about it.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's saying it was a PR stunt. Casado probably put that completely to bed. He put it completely to bed. Liverpool bid for him, but he said he's been talking to Chelsea for 3 months, so he felt like he had to go to Chelsea, but he respects Liverpool putting a bid in. So, yeah, that interview, if you've not read it, go and find it, guys. It pretty
What's
much
really interesting with the Casado one is he talked about Chelsea were with him when he was going through a hard time at Brighton. When was he going through a hard time at Brighton? Like, he was doing really well with them.
I think he meant personal.
Yeah, so something was obviously going on with him and Brighton, and Chelsea were there. Like, obviously Chelsea were in contact.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, Endo was never in Slot's plans.
Yeah,
let's be fair.
I'm going to have to retire the jersey. Do you know how difficult this is, K-Mac? You know,
it's a nice jersey, though, mate.
It is a lovely jersey. It's a lovely jersey. It is a lovely jersey. I'm going to have to retire it though for Endo, but yeah. He's not in Slot's plans at all. Slot, we noticed that in pre-season. He never played him, so
you can update it with the Forest. Was it Forest Green that doesn't look green?
Yeah. I'm going to have to get a Spanish top now, aren't I? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a Spanish top. Big up forever. It says, "Hey lads, and Jamie lad. I hope this is true to Mendy Gordon and that young keeper." Yeah, that just broke earlier a minute ago as well. That looks like it's going to happen. Get those deals done, and anyone who wants to leave should be allowed to, because we want players who want to be here. Talk about players leaving before we go back to this Zubimendi thing. Big up 395 people in the house. Make sure you're hitting a like, subscribe, and share. Also, can I have the mods put in K-Mac's channel in the chat? I'd love that.
Thanks, mate.
Also, mods in the chat. Make sure you're telling them people in that chat, get off their butts and hit that like button. And if you are new around here and you're new to the channel, we've had a couple already saying they knew and they've subscribed. We shout you out. We welcome you into the community. So if you are new here watching today, let me know in the chat. We'll shout you out. The community will welcome you. Welcome to the Liverpool community over here. We appreciate it. I'm in a good mood because I had a meeting earlier on this afternoon before the show, and it went really well. I've got the future's quite bright. I'm going to tell everyone about it in the next few days after the weekend, probably. Go sit down with you guys, tell you about the future. It's looking good. It's looking good. I'm in a great place, and this today is just it's just made it a little bit better as well.
Sprinkles on the top.
I've got a couple of supers I need to bring out as well. Captain Sal says, "Zooby dooby doo, Zooby dooby doo, where are you? It's time to come to Anfield now."
Anfield.
Scottish Bear, so some money for the tip jar. Big up, Scottish Bear. Well, man, you guys are great. Big up, Jen, with this super chat earlier on as well. Much love, guys. Appreciate that. So Paul Joyce has said Endo pretty much don't have a future under Arne Slot. Sad day, but it looks like we might be letting Wataru Endo go. Also, the name that I was a bit bit shocked at, but not shocked at the same time, was Tyler Morton. Tyler Morton talking today. Tyler Morton leaving and possibly going to RB Leipzig. K-Mac, talk about it.
The RB Leipzig one's interesting though, because they're on the verge of getting Cherky, who's the guy that we were linked with a while ago, the French midfielder. So the Leipzig one's interesting. Is that a loan or is that a full deal?
Full deal. Wow. 15 to 20 million. 15 to 20 million.
Like, hopefully that one works out well. It seems like we've got a good relationship with Leipzig, by the way. Seems like we get players. We can sign players and sell players there. They've just got rid of Olmo, haven't they? So they're cash rich. They've just got 50 odd million for Olmo. So let's try and get as much as we can off them. You know, at the end of the day, these players just aren't gonna play for Liverpool. Like, as much as we want them to, they're clearly not going to be in the plans. So you might as well move them on and get money for them before they end up losing value. And he's had 2 good loans, and he's at probably the highest value he's going to be at Liverpool right now. That's just a fact. So we get 20 million. Everybody's 20 million, by the way, at Liverpool at the moment. Like, 20 million, put an offer in, see what you get. Like,
yeah, exactly. That looks what it's happening right now. You know, look. So I think Tyler
towards Bastoni.
Yeah, well, what I've heard, and I'm going to get to the Bastoni thing again in a minute. We're just hit over the 400 people watching. Guys, make sure you're sharing, liking, and subscribing. If you're new here again, get yourself into the chat. Say I'm new here, Jamie. We pick you up. We're welcoming you to the community. But Phil, he says, do you have regular time? So Phil, pretty much go live every day. I'm pretty much on live every day. Watch alongs, match previews, all that stuff on weekends as well. I've not got much time scheduled because I've got a family, I've got kids and all that. It's very hard to just go, right, I'm going to be on at a certain time, but I am live every day. So if you're part of the community, man, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and if I go
live,
bell,
Phil, and you get an email, mate.
Yeah,
and you get an email, and I'm every 3 days I'm live, mate, and I'm with Jamie quite a lot. So
there you go.
Sub to me as well, buddy. Appreciate it.
And with Morton,
unfortunately,
if we buy in Zubimendi, I just start like if you play, how do you get Morton in this team? Because obviously Stefan Bajcetic would be there as well. Callister, Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, Obazai, Gravenberch. It makes sense, maybe just cut our losses. We've had him on. He's been going on multiple loans now. It's just not going to happen for him. Get the money for him, let him go. Wish him well. He have a great professional career. I think sometimes it's not fair to footballers just to keep them for the sake of keeping them.
Go and let him have Phillips, mate.
Go and let him have a career. Go and let him have a career.
And the thing about Morton as well, Morton's a star player in the England under-21s. If he does really well in Leipzig, he could get into the England squad. So why do you want to stop that? Like, you know, he's 21. We're probably going to have some kind of system now, you know, where if a player's not really registering with getting into the Liverpool team by the age of 20, 21, we probably are going to start looking at selling these guys on and use the academy for income, which makes sense. It's probably what we should have done a long time ago, by the way.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. Paul says just like and subscribe. Big up, Paul. Thank you very much for joining the community. Guys, welcome, Paul. Everyone in the community, welcome, Paul, as well. Welcome, Phil, as well. Phil, what's K-Mac's channel? K-Mac, let him know.
It's in the chat. Can you put that back through again? Psycho or psychological? What's his name again? I've just read that wrong. What's his name? Psychedelic. It's not psycho. Psychedelic. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, any mods put K-Mac's channel back up in the link in the channel. And Phil, there should be a link in the channel going in the chat in a bit. That'll be K-Mac's channel. So hit that link and subscribe to it as well. And welcome all the new people around here as well. There it is. There it is. Right there. There it is. Big up Psychedelic. Hit that link.
Big up Psychedelic, mate.
And
that's a cool name, by the way. Psychedelic scientist.
Big up Sadiq in the house as well. Big up Sadiq. How you doing, well, man?
Big up Sadiq.
So yeah, a lot of there's going to be ins and outs. look, it's exciting times, man. It's exciting times. But this Zubimendi stuff, if he does come in, I just don't see a place for Tyler Morton. So get your money in, man. Get your money back. Get a bit of money off him. It's full profit. So because he came through the youth team, so it's full profit whatever we make on him. Yeah, it helps. It really does help. Also, obviously, this goalkeeping situation. So we did a video the other day on it. We got apparently the Georgian goalkeeper. K-Mac, go for it.
Mamadashvili.
There you go. There you go. We got
You already got me on for that.
It looks like Liverpool are trying to wrap that deal up as well as a future planning transfer in case Addison Becker decides to leave in the next year or two. He will be going straight on loan. He won't be joining the club. He will be going straight on loan for a year or two elsewhere. But Liverpool just want him signed up as a future investment, future-proofing that position of the club. No, times are changing, K-Mac, ain't they? Times are changing.
Yep. And let's be honest, this has all come really quickly, by the way, because we've only just sorted out manager or coach and coaches, and now we're starting to look at transfers, and it's already starting to look really exciting, by the way.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive for a Liverpool fan now.
Yeah, exactly. Look, there's some people
the dog wants to say hello.
Hello, doggy. There he is. Oh, hello.
Hello.
That's a big bark for such a small doggy.
Oh, mate, you know, you hear that bark in the background?
Yeah.
That's this thing. So loud.
My word. You animal. Obviously, look, people are still a bit pessimistic on all this, saying it still won't happen and why it won't happen and reasons for. I get it. You know, people saying Zubimendi to Liverpool will not happen. I mean, it might not. It is going to be difficult to get it over the line just from the player point of view, not for the team.
It is the player.
You know, because Spain's release clauses are different. You don't actually, the club don't work with you. It's the league, I believe, that works with you on release clauses. So the league will let the club know that a team's coming for their player that's got a release clause. And then it's about the club just talking to the player. It's got nothing to do with the club that has that player at the time. So Zubimendi and Liverpool will just be talking to each other. And it's just about Liverpool convincing Zubimendi to join. That's the whole thing here. Paying for the player is not an issue. Paying for the player is not an issue. That will happen easy. We paid 60 million for Boslai last year. We're going to do the same for Zubimendi. It's not a problem. The whole issue here, it's just paying. It's just convincing the guy, K-Mac, ain't it? That's all it is.
Yeah, it's basically telling them that it's sunny in Liverpool.
Yeah,
and then showing them fake videos.
You see what it's like around the Basque part of Spain. Beautiful, sunny, lovely.
Yeah, you can like show him Southport Beach and stuff like that.
Yeah,
convince him that
there's not a lot of difference. There's not a lot of difference, you know. There's not a lot of difference. You know, all you see on the news out there is London. That is nothing like that. It's nothing like that. Sun never goes down. It's never night. It's never night.
Countryside with all the vineyards and
it's never. As someone just said here, it's the Scouse Riviera. That's what it is.
Riviera.
It's the Scouse Riviera, man.
Just don't show them that ferry that you get across the Mersey.
Yeah. you see that bit over the river? Don't worry about that bit. That place don't exist. That's all right.
You'll never go there, mate.
Yeah, don't worry about that part. Don't worry about that part. But in all seriousness, look, Zubimendi himself has come out apparently today from the local paper in San Sebastian are basically saying that they are convinced that Real Sociedad are now convinced that they're going to lose Zubimendi this summer. Yep. What they're trying to say is that Zubimendi apparently, as always, he really likes the Premier League and he wants to play in the Premier League one day. He's now 25 years of age, K-Mac. Obviously, years before, like people been trying to buy Zubimendi for 2 or 3 years there, ain't they? That's just what's been, and everyone gets knocked back. But he was a younger guy then. At 25 years of age now, do you think Zubimendi looks at it now and goes, if I want to go to the Premier League, it might be now or never?
There's also an element as well, and this is quite interesting as well. If you read between the lines, Zubimendi wants to go. He wants to play for Barcelona. Okay, he's not a Real Madrid guy. Okay, you kind of had one or the other in that country.
Yeah.
So he wants to go to Barcelona. So I believe he was holding out for a year to go to Barcelona. Well, Barcelona have just got a guy that's 25 that kind of does what he does to a certain extent.
Yeah, Danny Olmo.
In Danny Olmo. So he's probably sat there and gone, oh, well, even if I do wait another year, they've got Danny Olmo. And they can't get rid of De Jong. And they've got 1 billion midfielders coming through. Yeah. And he's like, are my opportunities really going to be there now that they've just signed Danny Olmo, who also had a cracking Euros, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
So Barcelona have kind of played their hand and maybe made him think, well, am I going to get into the Arsenal team? Am I going to get into a Barcelona team now? Like, do I want to play for a Manchester United team with Casemiro next to me? Like, it literally me doing all the hard work. It does, and it is it's not really a convincing conversation for me, because what you're going to say to Zubimendi is, you're going straight in, first team on the left-hand side, and you'll have Alexis McAllister next to you majority of the season. Like, how do you feel about that? Like, because he's our first choice left-hand sided midfielder. That is just a fact. Like, there's no one who's going to get in ahead of him. Like, once he starts the ball rolling, we're just going to be like, oh my God, like, where's this guy been all our lives?
Yeah.
And an interesting thing as well, if you want anyone to kind of talk about Liverpool, you could probably use Thiago. You wouldn't use Xabi Alonso, because Xabi Alonso might want him at Real Madrid next year.
Yeah.
But you could probably use Thiago, who's just left.
Like,
yeah. He loved Liverpool. He did. He genuinely loved Liverpool.
Well, you seen that video today when he's talking to Zlatan, and Zlatan went, "You talking English?" He went, "No, I'm talking Scouse."
Love it.
Did you see that today? That was great. And this is the thing; it's just convincing the player. Like, I think a lot of people. I'm looking at Twitter, and a lot of people are convinced we can't afford to pay the 60 million. You guys are mad.
Having a laugh. I mean, all we have to. I mean, if you okay, say we haven't got the actual money, yeah, they just get an outside financier to pay for it, like they did with Zabolsai.
That's what they did with Zabolsai. Just took a loan to buy him.
We've literally got billionaire people who own slices of Liverpool. Like, we could use Redbird, not the guy in the chat, but we could. I mean, Redbird. If you got 50 million, mate, but we could literally use Redbird, the company that own like 8% of us. Like, you can just get a loan off them. Like, we've done that before. I think we did that with Zabolsai. But
yeah,
no, that the money's not an object. It really isn't. Like,
yeah, Wade says it's not the type of play. We need no balance to it. What we already have. I don't know, Wade.
He's basically Rodri's backup for Spain.
Yeah, I'm going from what Slot wants as well. So the reports are Slot wants to play a possession-based game, and he feels like with everyone available in his team, it don't suit Curtis Jones, it don't suit Szoboszlai, it doesn't suit Gravenberch, all being them number sixes. It suits them being in the team, but further up the pitch. But it doesn't suit them being in that deeper line playmaking position. He's going to play a double pivot in a 10. He's done it in every pre-season game. It changes in game because it's more fluid. It turns like a 4-2-4 at times and a box 2. So he looks like he wants to play at double. If he wants that possession-based game and he wants Zubimendi and Pat McAllister next to each other, which, by the way, is just ridiculous.
I mean, that's sauce.
Just saying that out loud is mad. And then I think he'd probably have Elliott or Szoboszlai in the 10, and then whatever you've got going forward. I mean, you could have our right-hand side of the pitch, guys. Our right-hand side of the pitch.
You see those goosebumps?
Sorry. I know, man. I know. Our right-hand side of the pitch, guys, could easily be Salah, Zubimendi, Trent.
Well, that's probably the best right-hand side of any
That could
football team in the world.
that guys, I'll say it one more time. Our right-hand side in our midfield, if this still happens, and God hope it does, right? Fingers crossed. Zubimendi, because he's playing that double pivot on the right side of the midfield too. Salah and Trent. That's just naughty. That's naughty. Even if McAllister plays there and Zubimendi plays the other side, it's still naughty.
Yeah. Someone's just wrote. Dave O'Cop said that Liverpool are activating the release clause.
Yeah. I'll say
he's pretty close as well. He's pretty close to the club.
Yeah. Buying him's not a problem, guys.
It's when Joyce comes out. I'm sorry, like Joyce is only about 8 hours behind the truth.
Yeah,
he really is like 8 hours behind, like the actual signing, like being announced.
Usually, if Paul Joyce says it, it's happening.
He's really close, like,
and Paul Joyce is very clever the way he words things as well.
Yeah,
extremely clever. He doesn't do full articles, or he doesn't write 300 words. It's usually just a couple of words, bang.
I mean, he doesn't even use words now. He just uses emojis.
Yeah, it's like it's happening. It's just happening. Deal with it. It's happening.
Oh God, I can't wait to see some of the fume on Arsenal fans. I just can't wait to see some of that fume.
If we get him, man. If we get him, Liverpool. Look, Liverpool are willing to activate Martin's. So Dave O'Cop. Yeah, Liverpool are willing to activate Zubimendi's release clause. So the release clause is not a problem.
I'm not hearing anyone say that yet. By the way, the release clause, like activating it.
The fact is, if they've gone to hit the release clause, they're only going to do that if Zubimendi's gone. Yeah, let's do it. If they are now actively looking to pay that release clause, that means Zubimendi's told him, let's do this, let's go. Because they can't hit a release. There's no point going to Real Sociedad and going to La Liga and going, look, we're going to pay the release clause and then have a word with Zubimendi. That makes no sense. They've got to talk to Zubimendi first. They've got to get his acknowledgement. If he's gave them any slight of interest going, do you know what, let's do this. And then they pay the release clause. If you hear today that Liverpool paid the release clause, you know it's done. Because that means
got another update as well. Hang on, from Nikotas D. Gizopavka, who's a local journalist from.
I know him.
Say that when you're drunk. From Real Sociedad. According to local journalist Nitococalus.
Easy.
Yeah, it sounds like hippopotamus. Who describes the current situation as a nightmare for Sociedad due to their belief that the player believes now, unlike in the past summers, when all those clubs came calling, is the right time for him to take the next step. Real Madrid are also said to have been interested in Zubimendi in the summer, but with a well-stocked midfield and having spent big to bring in Mbappe, they're not going to move for him. He's been admired across Europe. Bayern Munich, he turned down Bayern Munich, and even Barcelona. Oh no, so he turned down Bayern Munich, but he's waiting for Barcelona, but they never came. And Liverpool are poised to activate the release clause, but Zubimendi's prepared to move now. Interesting. That's from a local source in Real Sociedad. Like,
yeah,
you wouldn't think their local sources would be reporting on him leaving if he wasn't leaving, because they certainly don't want to let people know that, do they? They want to keep their guy.
Yeah, exactly. And
Olmo's agreed terms, by the way. That's done. Like that's done. He's having
Danny,
a medical. I think he's passed his medical today, by the way, Danny Olmo.
Yeah, well, do you know how Barcelona's medicals go?
Yeah,
they walk in and they basically walk in through reception. The manager goes to meet him and goes, right, this way for the medical. They go into the medical rooms and goes, you see that gym over there and all that? Do that later. And that's the medical. And that's
Yeah.
that's them finished. That's them finished. And then weeks later, they realise someone's got a serious knee injury or something like that, and they got
exactly.
they gave them 800 grand a week and stuck with them. That's Barcelona, man. That's Barcelona.
Is that someone in particular you're talking about?
Yeah, you know. So if Liverpool, Zubimendi's not on very big wages either, guys. Like wages and I think he's on 50k a week, Zubimendi, which
I think
is mad. So if even if Liverpool double his wage, it's still only 100 grand a week. Wages and the transfer fee is not a problem, guys. This is not the issue. The issue is just convincing Zubimendi, as we know. And if Liverpool decide, if we hear today, if we hear any time tonight that Liverpool are hitting that release clause, that means Zubimendi has said yes. Because there's no point hitting the release clause and going, right, we're going to pay the release clause, then the player don't want to join. It's just no point. It's a waste of time. So the only reason they do that is if the player said yes, which would be absolutely massive. There's no doubt about that. I believe Arsenal beating Bayer Leverkusen 2-0. Is it the Emirates Cup, ain't it? That they play every year.
Oh, they always win that.
Yeah. They win their own cup. Shock. I'm sure. You know, do you know it is? Pre-season doesn't mean anything, right? So when Liverpool are winning pre-season games, we got told it means nothing. When Arsenal winning pre-season, people were like, oh, they're cooking. This is what, it just doesn't mind him. TK went to check. He said he's on 48.8k a week. GB.
Okay.
Yeah, so wages and all that ain't a problem, is it?
It's interesting though that he's so committed to his club over the years that he's turned down not making like double the amount of money. That's the kind of guy you want signing for you, isn't it?
It's because the players from them regions
all
of
about
Spain,
money.
They're not about money. It's about, if you're a Basque player, if you're a Catalonian, it's about representing Catalonia. It's about representing Basque parts of Spain and not wanting to leave them areas and not wanting to leave them clubs that they grew up in. Look, I don't know if the rule still same in Spain where Basque teams can't sell to buy anyone other from Basque nation.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is. That's why they don't want to lose Nico Williams really badly. Like they pay him mega bucks, like, because it's hard to find another one of him like from that area,
from that Basque area. So that's why they get a lot of players that come through their youth system. You know, in them for them teams. Xabi Alonso was the same. I said this earlier on.
Bilbao.
Is Real Sociedad in the Real Sociedad in?
No, it's not. They're not. It's Bilbao.
Is it Bilbao?
Yeah, it's Bilbao.
I know it's Bilbao. I swear Real Sociedad's part of it.
No, they don't.
Is it not? Oh, okay, I got it wrong. Maybe I got it wrong. So he's just Spanish. Okay, fair enough. He's just Spanish. I swear it was Basque. I swear Real Sociedad.
I might be wrong. I don't know. Like, I don't really follow the Spanish rules, if I'm honest.
I thought I might be completely wrong. Real Sociedad is Basque. Real Sociedad and Betis is a derby.
It is Basque. Someone said it's Basque.
Yeah. It is. Yeah.
Can we confirm? Can we have one of you amazing geeks in the chat find out if Jamie is right? Because I think Jamie is right.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I am right. Fuck it.
Yeah, you are right, mate. You are right. Yeah, of course you're right, because Alonso's Basque and he came from there, didn't he?
Yeah, Alonso's Basque. He came from Real Sociedad.
Yeah. So no wonder they don't want to let him go.
Athletic Bilbao and Sociedad they're a derby. It's a derby, and so yeah.
I mean, they don't have to have just Basque players. They can have like foreign players, but they can't have normal Spanish players in the team. That's the rules.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Why is that rule there though? That's a weird rule.
Big up, man.
Why is that rule there, but it's not for the others? Like,
it's in San Sebastian. I was about to say, this is what I'm saying. San Sebastian's the Basque part of Spain. Yeah. All right. So that's why he never wanted to leave, because he's from that part of Spain, the Basque area. It was extremely difficult to get Xabi Alonso as well. It took
Must be
Rafa.
really nice there.
It took it is. It took Rafa. It's the north part of Spain. It took Rafa convincing him to join the club. You know, everyone forgets Alonso was not as easy a get as everyone thought he was because it was back in the day and it weren't social media. But yeah, Alonso took a bit.
He didn't play for Rafa, did he, in Spain?
No. Rafa was at
Valencia, wasn't he?
Yeah, Rafa was at Valencia.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Guys, we're one like away from 300. Someone just hit that like button. Let's get 300 likes live.
Actually, have I hit that like button? Let me hit it if I haven't.
I
did. I've hit it, mate. I always hit it. Yeah, I've hit it. You're on 309 now, by the way.
Oh, there you go. Big up. There you go. We're in. And then Benitez effed him.
Basker's like the state of Liverpool.
Yeah, it is. You know, like Cornwall. You know, Cornish people don't call themselves English. They call themselves Cornish. Liverpool don't. They call themselves Scousers. They don't call themselves English. You know, in fact, Liverpool people, everyone in Liverpool, half call themselves Irish more than they call themselves English. To be absolutely fair. Yeah, Basque's the mountain people. Exactly. It's in the north of Spain. So if he's 25 now and he's looking at it, I think only Bilbao can't. It's only Bilbao can't buy players. It's self-imposed policy.
It's a self-imposed. That's a mad policy. That.
Wow.
That's mad.
I know. Atletico Bilbao have got that. Who's that winger? That blonde-haired winger at Atletico Bilbao has been there since he was a kid. Obviously.
Oh God, he was in the Spain team. He played in the Spanish team in the Euros still.
And I think he's in his late 20s now, ain't he? But he was meant to be the next big thing. He never became that.
Oh, no, not yet.
I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name. But I think he's actually
leaving. Got him.
Munien. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
No way. I thought he'd been sold.
Apparently he's leaving this summer, or he left this summer. He was meant to be the next big thing, weren't he? He was meant to be the next big thing. Yeah, so this is so Ian Doyle said this today. I don't know if anyone saw this as well. Apparently he said if Zubimendi comes in, there will be more moves made by Liverpool. Now, obviously we got the Bastoni link. Right, let me just get these Bastoni links out of the way, right? Because you thought for getting Zubimendi was difficult enough. Well, Bastoni's like, oh, my beer. Bastoni, do you know who loves Bastoni? Michael Edwards. Yeah. Michael Edwards absolutely loves Bastoni. Michael Edwards tried to buy Bastoni years ago when he's Liverpool sporting director.
He tried to buy him 3 times.
He loves the guy.
Just got told you need to offer us like 10 billion.
Yeah, it was just never going to happen. But Michael Edwards is apparently obsessed with Bastoni. He wants him at Liverpool.
I don't mind that. Like, I know Klopp was obsessive with players, but I don't mind him being obsessive with Tony.
Right, everyone thinks Zubimendi's difficult to do. You know, well, wait till you try and negotiate with Bastoni.
He's like royalty.
Yeah.
It's like heritage.
Could you imagine if Liverpool somehow pulled off Zubimendi and Bastoni this summer?
It'd be like that scene in South Park, you know, with that guy.
Yeah. It's like, personally, I think we've got far more chance of getting Zubimendi than we have Bastoni. But, you know,
he's like a Maldini regen.
Yeah, he's such a good footballer, man. He's someone Michael Edwards is always like. I was reading it today as well, and yeah, I think I was reading one of the journos today in one of their papers, and they were talking about Bastoni, and there's no real links, like actual links to Bastoni at this moment in time, but they were just talking about Bastoni in general and basically saying that Michael Edwards is an absolutely huge fan of him, and he tried to get him years ago when at Liverpool, but it was just never going to happen. So, you know, Michael Edwards is about, if he wants him, he might even bypass Richard Hughes on this one and just go, yeah, Rich, you can sit this one out. And yeah,
you might have to get you might have to get FSG to buy into.
Yeah. That'd be the only way anyone's getting Bastoni.
I mean, they're in trouble. Like, they're in big trouble. Like,
yeah, getting Bastoni's going to be so difficult, man. He looks like a
big
player.
trouble.
He looks like he'd die for Inter. So I just don't think
they might need to sell some players though. That club.
Yeah, so it's very, very difficult.
I'd be insane as a left back. Absolutely insane.
Big up Alexander in the chat as well. First time in for me, Jamie. Big up, man. Appreciate you being here. Thank you very much, my friend. Guys, welcome.
Have you subscribed? If you have,
yeah, I think he has.
I'll give you a salute.
Guys, make sure you welcome Alexander into the chat. Make sure you welcome into the community. So everyone, welcome Alexander into the community. Appreciate you having you. Guys, if you don't know, like if you are new around here, you want to know where I go live, I literally go live mostly every day. I don't really have a time schedule. So obviously I've got a family, 3 kids, the whole 2 yard, it's mad. So doing time schedules is very difficult because anyone knows with kids, you plan to do something at 3 o'clock and then something will happen and you have to cancel your plans. So I go live every day, but it's just sporadic. It could be 1 in the afternoon, it could be midnight, it could be 11 p.m., it could be 8 p.m., it could be 7 p.m. But yeah, just make sure you're hitting them notification bells and don't forget to subscribe to KMac as well. There you go. Welcoming. Big up the mods in the chat. There you go. Solo as well. Make sure you go and subscribe to Solo P1 as well. It does Formula 1 in Liverpool. Make sure you check him out as well. It's having financial crisis, so they'll have to sell players. I guess you should pull a Bastoni to Liverpool. The thing is, Richard Hughes speaks fluent Italian.
For Napoli.
Yeah, Richard Hughes speaks fluent Italian. So, yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out. I'm not saying it's happening. Apparently, Richard Hughes, someone's telling me right now, Richard Hughes is actually in Spain right now, which is, if Richard Hughes is actually in Spain, that means things are getting serious.
If he's actually in Spain, then he's not going to come back empty-handed, is he? Let's be fair.
Yeah, that's.
And if he doesn't come back with Zubimendi, he can come back with Tchouameni.
If Zubimendi, if Richard Hughes only comes home for a Toblerone, I'm going to be pissed. Do you know what I'm saying? If he only.
I tell you what, that'd be hilarious, wouldn't he? If he comes back with Zubimendi and Nico Williams, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, could you imagine? What's this? Ignoring how good the respective players are based purely on tactical profiles, a slot double pivot on pre-season not using the inverted fullback would be Zubimendi and Fofana double pivot. What?
Have you not seen McAllister play?
I don't get. Are people listening to what Slot wants to do? Slot wants possession-based football. He wants people to be able to play in small, tight areas. Pass, 1-2 touch passing, control in the midfield. He's not so worried about players having to put their life on the line, smashing another player to defend, because the way he's going to set up the team, and this is where I think we live in previous years, that we think we're just going to continue playing that way. Slot wants to play a more compact way of defending. It's not going to be so gun-ho, so high in line. It'll always going to be high line. If you're a possession-based football team, you got to play with a high line. It's just the way it is. But it's not going to be one-on-one defending, gaps all over the shop. They're going to be more compact, where you're telling me that Zubimendi and McAllister can't make a tackle. I mean, we've got to be. It's what Slot wants, and if Slot wants that,
I think he was like third out of in all top 5 leagues in Europe for Jules 1. He's also an enforcer as well. He can do that. He's also got a really good ratio at winning headers, by the way.
Yeah.
Have you seen him? He's a unit.
Yeah, but he's tiny as well. He's only like 5'9", I think.
But he's a unit. I think he's 5'9", isn't he?
Yeah, but he wins a lot of headers, which is
he wins a lot of headers.
Crazy. Lennon said we should all relate. Of course, but there's nothing wrong being excited. Plus, I'm a content creator. I'm meant to be doing this. It's my
We're
job.
excited because we've had nothing to talk about all season so far about transfers.
This is my job. I'm a content creator. If I don't do this, then
He's
am I?
5'11".
5'11". All right, he looks
He's
smaller,
all right,
don't he? He looks smaller, don't he?
Yeah, it does look
He
smaller.
does look smaller.
Yeah.
Does look smaller. Zubimendi ends up
small,
at Chelsea. No, Zubimendi ain't ending up at Chelsea.
Yeah,
you know that list of Chelsea
player
squad
number 42 on their books.
Yeah, you know that list of Chelsea players you sent me, right?
Yeah,
I was looking through and I'm thinking, there's so many crap mid players in there. Like,
there is.
Like I looked through it and it's like, how many really good players is in this massive squad? And I got to about 5, and that was it.
There is about 5 or 6.
It is so dead. It was so dead.
I mean, there's two that we tried to sign. There's 3 that we tried to sign.
Yeah.
No, 4. Sorry, there's 4 that we tried to sign.
I do like Lavia. I think Lavia's a good player.
Yeah, so you got Colwell, you got Lavia, you've got Caicedo, and you've got Nkunku. Like, they're all the guys that we tried to sign, and obviously one of them we did have in Sterling. Yeah, but the rest are meaty. So many meaty players in there.
Oh yeah, totally.
They've literally got 5 goalkeepers that could all start. Why would you go there as a goalkeeper? Like, that's bonkers. Like we're literally having a meltdown because we're looking to sign another goalkeeper. Like, Chelsea have got 7.
Yeah, it's mad.
And they just spent 26 million on one.
It is nuts, man. It's the way of the world now, and it's just mad.
Crazy.
What's it? As per the Spanish newspaper, Real Sociedad are losing hope of keeping Martin Zubimendi out of the clutches of Liverpool. They believe Zubimendi is very attracted to the idea of joining the Premier League side. This is coming out of Spain now. So that's coming out of Spain. Let me say it one more time. I can't pronounce the name of the paper because it's obviously a Spanish name. But they say Real Sociedad are losing hope of keeping Martin Zubimendi out the clutches of Liverpool. They believe Zubimendi is also very attracted to the idea of joining the Premier League side. So that's coming out of Spain now. This is look, you can get excited, guys. Everyone can get excited. It's mad. Big up Adam in the chat as well, man. What's she say? Not that it is, but I would say it's more likely to happen. I think it's going to happen. I think Liverpool must. Adam, I don't know about you, mate. Let me know in the chat, but I think Liverpool must have some kind of encouragement from Zubimendi to make this so public on the public forum that they put it on. So they must have something in there.
Oh, this one's interesting.
What you got?
Earlier in the summer, Spanish outlet Sport, I don't know what that outlet is, suggested Barca's sporting director Deco had met with Zubimendi's agent, with the midfielder keen on a move. That was back in May, and nothing seems to have materialised since. I think Zubimendi was holding out for Barcelona, mate. I genuinely believe he's holding out for Barcelona.
And then they went and bought Olmo, didn't they?
And then they bought Olmo, and he's gone, all right then, who's up?
Yeah.
And Liverpool have gone, hey!
Yeah.
And he looks out of his window, and Richard Hughes has stood there.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's
with
it.
With a scarf like that.
Oh yeah, just like you can't really. Yeah, B. Allen says the fact they've gone so public, 100%. Yeah, they must have.
Why go public?
Yeah,
Liverpool don't do that.
Yeah, they must have some kind of encouragement that he's happy to come to Liverpool.
Like Edwards never went public when he was the director of football. Like we never missed out on a transfer when Edwards was there. Like when it went public, it just didn't happen. Like seriously, we were so on point. Do you really think it's going to happen now? Like I know the Lenny Yoro one made everyone melt down, but we didn't actually make a bid, and it didn't come from any other sources apart from David Ornstein. And the David Ornstein one was basically, Liverpool are looking at Lenny Yoro.
Well, and
Like
did
we haven't
you see
spoken to the go on.
did you see what else they said about that as well? So about the Lenny Yoro stuff, they said they see him as a talent, but they don't see him as a first teamer right now.
Yeah.
So that's why they didn't bid for him.
It's a big difference.
Yeah, where Man United guaranteed him first team football straight away, which is absolutely nuts considering he's only 18. Yeah, that's just.
And now he's broke.
Yeah, that's just mad to me. Absolutely mad to me. They didn't even go with Joyce either. All the journos went at the same time, so it was a briefing. Yeah, this thing, when Weinstein put out his stuff yesterday, he was on, you couldn't. There was a restriction on saying the name. The restriction got lifted today. So they, as you say, they must have some encouragement, man.
Well, you've
got
Lynch,
encouragement.
You've got Lynch. You've got Dave O'Cop. You've got obviously Ornstein was the first one with it, and now you got Paul Joyce, and now Ian Doyle. They're all Liverpool. They're all Liverpool based.
Paul Joyce to Fabrizio and that's it. Or 145. Yeah,
all Liverpool based. Yeah.
And by the way, Fabrizio who tweeted that tweet as well, which he only usually does when he hears something's definitely happening. So to get more traction for himself as well. But yeah, I haven't been this excited.
I'll be straight up here, okay? I haven't been this excited since the Caicedo bid.
Yeah, and we all know that is a problem.
But unfortunately, the Caicedo bid happened like after midnight, so I was up all night. Constantly refreshing the screen.
I was on holiday when the Caicedo thing happened last year. Yeah, last summer I was actually on holiday, and around midnight I saw on my Twitter was flashing like mad, going like, Liverpool have broken the British record for Caicedo, and talks are happening right now, and it's imminent. They're setting up all this and that, and I was like, I can't do a show because I'm on holiday. I haven't got my computer or laptop with me or anything like that. And I just go to sleep, wake up tomorrow, and we got Caicedo. I had the greatest night's sleep ever. Woke up in the morning, Caicedo don't want to join Liverpool. Oh, for fuck's sake. So I'm hoping Liverpool have not done it to themselves again, which would be absolutely balmy if they have. So
be. Especially when you're like director of footballs in IB for living on the party island, like doing a part-time job, and this one is like the real deal. Like, do not F this up.
Do not mess this about, guys. Do not mess this about.
Do not F this one up.
Big up to all the new subscribers. I think we've had about 20 new subscribers while we've been live.
Brilliant.
We are extremely close now to 6,000 subs. We're now sitting on 5,917. So we are not far away from hitting that 6,000 mark. I wanted to hit 6,000 just before the beginning of the season. And we're trying to go for 10,000 subs by May. That's the goal. So appreciate everyone liking, appreciate everyone sharing, appreciate everyone subscribing. You're all doing a tremendous job. I love you all for it. Thank you very much. Guys, we're out of here now. If any news breaks tonight, we're all going to be live. Don't worry about it. Everyone who's new on the channel, thank you very much for subscribing. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit your notification bell so you know when I go live, bang, you're there. And you can join me and K-Mac usually on the channel as well. Guys, have a great one. Thank you very much for joining us.
Please, if you're leaving this show, just jump on mine. Have a watch of my last video, by the way, which I've talked about loads of transfer news, most of the links of players coming in and out. I talked about Zubimendi as well, by the way, and hit my subscribe. I'm on the road to 500. Big up.
There you go. Go and subscribe. Guys, if anything breaks later on, any more news, any more bombs hit, pause, then we're here. Big up. See you soon.